All right, welcome to the next episode. And today there is no whiteboard, but the question I got from someone today: how many Ks per day? Meaning how many thousand per day? And if you assuming that the person that asked that question is new, then obviously it depends on many factors, right? Um, so let me make a step back and go to the childhood years, that to the place and time where you were born, whoever were your parents. um, and most people had parents, so they remember their parents, or at least they had someone that raised them. And when you're a child, you make a baby steps. Then there's time when you can walk and feel confident. Then walking, your walking become better and better. Then you run, and then you ride a bicycle, and you're growing. So if we take it and make a parallel to your adult life, in this time business, and in particular e-commerce, you have to have a figure, in your life that you kind of it's they call it mentor, right, for a reason, but it's not your parent, but yet somebody who ideally give you knowledge and also encourages you. For me, that figure was Adrian Morrison, and for you could be somebody else, right? But mentor is not gonna do all your job for you. So there is a moment when you take these baby steps, and the mentor might say, "Here is the course." So stop seeing, like, a lot of people very cynical, and they just thinking, "Oh wow, this guy is there to sell me something." And I told many times to you guys, you already know me, I don't care if you don't buy from me. Go and buy from somebody else. But if you buy from somebody with a proven track of sales and record. There's so many people out there that haven't sold a thing, and they say, "Oh, dropshipping is dead," or "the business is dead. There's nothing there." There's no. Usually, these people that haven't made a penny, and while these people they saying all of this, people making $1 million in dropshipping. In fact, the biggest corporation in this country, like Amazon, they using dropshipping in their formula. You can dropship not just from China. You can dropship now exceedingly from anything. I mean, there's apps on Shopify. You can upload your Walmart and Amazon product and sell in America if you want, or whatever, France or UK, any country you're in. I don't care. You can do locally. The formula itself is genius. Is gonna stay for as long as we live, and pretty soon gonna be drones dropping packages. But anyway, let's go back and stay on track. And we were talking about how many K per day. Now, so hopefully with the help of a mentor, and when you educate yourself, you're gonna be in a position to set up your business correctly. Remember, what you do today is gonna have a huge implication for your future. So if you set it correctly, your store correctly, and you set your advertising correctly, especially your store, you can change Facebook ads right later on. But if your store hasn't been set up correctly, then there'll be potentially huge problems. And I want to give you my example. Before I generated $250,000 in this store that I later on sold, very successful store for me. Now, for some people, maybe $250,000, nothing to sniff at, but I assume for most of you it's not a bad amount, and of course it's already been the store set completely with the good knowledge that I get from my mentor and from education. I spend massive amount of time educating myself to become the best, absolutely the best. I went to mastermind, I purchased courses, but there was a store before this that I was very young. I was not educated at all. Like I told you, I thought you just go to AliExpress, just get randomly as many items as you want. If you like it, it's gonna sell. It's easy. That's what I thought. And then you create a Facebook ad, a point to that Shopify store. And the way I connected this product and the way I was selling and the name of the store and everything, all was messed up. I mean, I had a couple sales, but I poured so much money in this store and nothing worked. and that's they show the importance of education and mentorship. So then once I got the course, once I got educated, once I had mentor, then obviously I use all my knowledge to create the second store, and the store was set up correctly. So again, going back to the question, how many Ks? And then, obviously, even with this store, took me a while, a couple months to get, in the beginning, I was still learning, obviously. So I took it breaking even, but then it became positive, and then I ended up, before I sold my store for the last 6 months, my return on ad spend was 3x. And basically, if you understand anything about e-commerce, my mentor always says, if you are 2x or as 2x, you are golden. Why? Because the money, like I mentioned in my previous post, you can watch all my previous posts. A lot of most companies making money on the back end, right? I'm not saying that the people not making money on the front end, it should be your goal. So if you making 2x return on investment on the front end, and of course, then you can go and use your customer email list to email your customers and things like that. So you generate money on a back end. And so then as you progress, remember analogy again, from baby steps to just making barely a couple steps and falling down. It's nothing bad. If you fall down, it doesn't mean, as long as you get up, as B.B. King said, when they hit you, get up and go for another round, right? So you progress, and then if your store set up correctly, then you will make money. And use me as an example. I mean, I generated this money. I mean, in your case, you might be even much more successful than I. It depends on many factors and how much time you think you're gonna have to invest in your business. But in order to set your business correct and go to that goal, when you talk about Ks, I mean $1,000 per month. Obviously, you're gonna keep, don't dream too much, because you have to understand even very successful businesses keep about 20% of what they generate. So I mean, if you generate 100,000, you keep 20,000. You put in a bank. So that's realistic expectation. You can, if you go, of course, if you're doing better, then so much better for you. But even if you're breaking even and making less than that, you collect as long as you collect customer lists, and as long as your Facebook pixel collect data, then you're okay. Now, to set up your store correctly, to set up your advertising campaign correctly, I have links in bio, and I went through this many times already. I will fast forward you 2-3 years ahead of yourself. You're gonna be ahead of yourself. You're gonna be ahead of people that starting. You're gonna save, believe me, so much money, and you're gonna save so many sleepless nights that I had in my life. Because with that knowledge, you will go straight to it. All you need to do is just watch these modules. I have about 37 modules and 23 modules in Facebook, 37 modules in the Shopify tutorial. Then you just watch them, you learn, and then you start to replicate. It doesn't matter if it's going to be different niche, because you will know how to jump into any niche, identify products that sell, and by looking at your competition, and find best sellers. By the way, I have free tutorial as well, how to find best sellers. It's all links, all in bio. And then you're going to be on your way to making those Ks, as somebody asked me. So click on the link in bio. I'm here to direct you. If you purchasing a course, again, I will audit your Shopify store for free. And if you buy Facebook course, I will audit your Facebook advertising for free. I will give you very valuable advice using my 3 or 4 years now with Shopify, close to 4 years of experience in teaching and mentor and things like that. So take advantage of that. And if you have any question, comment your questions, a private question, DM me. I will do my best. I have quite a bit of question now. Comments, people watching this and sharing and recognizing me as somebody who knows a thing or two. But I'll do my best to answer your question, and good luck. I'll talk to you in the next episode.